show you an iPak from Entron. It's a 600 amp with a disconnect and electronic air. First thing you do when you get in, turn the power on. Okay? The air system goes through its checks. The control goes through its check. And now, weld is off. That's because I have it in no weld. I'll turn it in weld. And once we go to a weld position, it'll go to weld on. But let's check our weld schedule first thing. We hit the F key, which is our function. Main menu comes up. We can either use program 1 or we can take a look at it and go to edit program 1. So we go down to edit program. This is our enter key. We'll hit enter. And it shows program 1. This is our schedule 1 current, 0 amps. We're going to use number 2 current. And that's set at 7.5 kA, which is 30% of the machine. And our pressure valve is set for 741 pounds at the electrodes at 38 psi. Our pressure gauge says 40 right now, but when we go to weld, it drops down to 38, gives us the correct weld pressure. Okay, to cursor through our weld program, we just hit the down arrow. There we could change our current if we wanted to. Let's say we want to go to 8.0 kA. We hit the plus key, and you can hold it. And then the longer you hold it, the faster it goes up. So we're at 8,000 amps right now. Then we hit enter twice. Once, twice. And now it's in there. Let's say we're going to go down and change our squeeze time or our air pressure next. We're at 38. If we hold the plus key and we want to go to, let's say, 45, you just hold it and you can see the gauge, it'll go up. There we're at 47 right now. We'll just leave it right there and we hit enter twice again. Now it's logged into the weld program. We go down here, pre-squeeze, we don't need any pre-squeeze. So then we'll go to our squeeze time, 500 milliseconds. Okay, so there's about 20 milliseconds per cycle. So you can do the math on that. Weld 1, we're not going to use weld 1. We're always going to use weld 2, 186 milliseconds. That's about 9 cycles. Okay, if we want to use cool time and use impulse, we could slide over here and, let me go back up here. Will give us some cool time and we can use 2 impulses. So we'll go up to about 30 here. Okay, hit enter, we're good to go. And now we can come down here and we could enter 2 impulses. Hit enter. We're good to go. We'll go down to upslope. We don't need any upslope or downslope. Hold time 300 milliseconds, about 15 cycles. So that's our weld program. If we go down here, we can go to repeat. If we slide over here, we can, end of list. If we put off time in here, it will go into the repeat mode, see? Or we're not going to use repeat right now. And that's it. We're at the end of our weld program right there. So now to do a weld, we hit function, and it says edit. It's blinking, so we got to go up to use program number 1, hit enter, and we're ready to roll. Our weld switch is on. And next we have to turn on our water system. If you have no water flow, the machine will be stuck in no weld operation. Bring the tips down to the working position, and we'll do a weld. you'll hear the soft touch. There's our 2 impulses. We got okay, and that's how to set up an Entron.